I'm Rob Fortenberry, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm with GetAMPED magazine.
Nice.
Very cool to meet you, man.
Yeah, you as well.
I wanted to shout out to Dave McDonald. Are you familiar with him? Street Smart.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
he's been pushing you guys, and real hardworking guy, man. Do a lot of stuff with him.
Awesome.
So,
Well, we thank you, Dave.
so third stop on the tour. We were talking about inside just a little bit, man. So far everything's going really cool.
Yeah, definitely. Last night was, well, I guess it's technically the second stop of our run on this, but we did do a kind of a warm-up show in Wisconsin before. Yeah, it's been great. I mean, last night was off the hook. It's crazy. I mean, I wasn't, I was a little leery, due to the difference in music on this tour and stuff like that. A lot of old school, Misfits fans, a lot of kind of the horror rock, horror punk scene and stuff like that. And it was awesome last night. I mean, the crowd was great. People were very receptive to the heavier music, and they really enjoyed it. So it was definitely awesome. So we're looking forward to the rest of the run.
Now, were you familiar with Pain?
The band that's playing?
Yeah.
No. I had to talk with the singer for a while.
Yeah,
Good dude.
Good guys, man. Yeah, they put on a real good show, and it's funny. His girlfriend. I was talking to him about me being a Dolphins fan, and his girlfriend is actually right around the corner from where I was born and raised down in Florida. So small world. They're local favorites right here.
Yeah. They seem to. Well, I'm talking to him. He says, they play a lot of shows and stuff like that. So. Definitely cool.
And then tomorrow night you're in New York, right? And
yes.
You guys are actually headlining. You get to play out the whole set.
Yeah. It's a headline. It's going to be a special show for us. Our record label, the owners of the label are coming to fly out to see us play and stuff like that. And it's kind of like the first time that they've seen us play.
Really?
So, yeah,
that's awesome.
So it's going to be good to finally meet all those guys and stuff like that. Looking forward to it.
Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, I know that there's a ton of talent from multiple bands. So can you tell me a little bit about the departure from Dirge Within and how everything's coming together and the way that your fans are now feeling about you guys when you see old faces out in the crowd that knew you from before? How's that transition working?
It works pretty good. I mean, I'm still involved in Divine Heresy. It's just it's me and Dino right now, and he's got Fear Factory, I have this, and I mean, well, we may do something and we may not. I mean, it all depends. Only time will tell. The transition from Dirge, actually, we've been a band as the Bloodline for about 3 years now. Probably the first 7 months of that was as Dirge Within. I've known Sean for quite a while now, and we just, we linked up and decided to do Dirge Within together, and then, we played a handful of shows out and stuff like that, and we set out to write our third record, as Dirge Within, and we all kind of quickly realized that the music wasn't that band, that it evolved into something else, and we all made a conscious effort to rename the band and leave the the history of Dirge, and we had they had a revolving door of musicians. We have a tight unit. Our band is I mean, we're a band of brothers, so we have no intentions of changing any musicians out. So we definitely wanted to leave that behind and leave anything else that was behind, start something new, start from the ground up. I mean, it's kind of a bold thing to do, when you have an established band already.
Right. Yeah.
To kill all that, start up from the ground up.
But it just felt that different.
I mean, we all knew together writing that it definitely wasn't Dirge. It was something different. If it was Dirge, it was going to take Dirge in a whole new direction.
Right.
And we decided, instead of just keeping that, let's start something new, because it felt like a whole new animal to us.
And so what about the fans? How are they dealing with all the transitions and changes? Because it looks like the new song's really blowing up and getting a lot of positive feedback.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, obviously there's probably going to be some fans that, just same thing with Divine Heresy. When I took over singing for them and we record, I mean, Tommy Vex was the first singer, and there was a good number of fans that, they were fans of his, and, they didn't really take to what I was doing. And then same with Dirge, and, they were fans of the ex-singer drums. Right. And, they may not like what we're doing now, but for the most part, I would say about 93% of the fans, I mean, they love it. They love the new music. They love the new sound. Obviously they're confused with the name change and stuff like that, but the more we get out and play and the more we start mingling with everybody and stuff like that, it's much easier explained in person than it is typing it on Facebook or something like that. So, I mean, we'll reach everybody individually,
So tell me about the new song just a little bit, man. Did you guys write that collectively, or?
With Fire, we write as a team, even though we're separate. The band is based out of Chicago. I live in San Diego, and I come back and forth to do stuff. God bless the internet, for being able to link musicians up all over the world. But yes, it was definitely written. They came up with the music. They sent me the stuff. I came up with the lyrics, and then that's how it happens.
So you were more involved in the lyrics side of things?
Yeah, all the lyrics are written by myself.
Very cool.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. This album, it's very deep. The lyrics are very deep, I would say.
well, and different people can take different things out of songs,
Yeah.
out of the lyrics. But I kind of felt like you were like there was a battle that you were overcoming, something that you were fighting, something from within, or something that it impacted you and you wanted to get it out.
Yeah, it just kind of dawned on me. I heard a term the other day, and I said it on another interview, and I'll say it again. I always, when I write songs, I guess the term is called automatic writing. I never know what a song's about until it's finished. I never name a song until it's finished. I just start writing, and with Fire, it came out to me like, okay, you could take it this way, take it that way, and I think it's more so like lyrically to me when I sit back and I read it, even though I wrote it,
Right.
it comes out to me, and it dawned on me. I mean, it's kind of about just society in general nowadays, with the power of the internet, the power of social media. I mean, people aren't standing down for shit anymore. They're not taking shit anymore. I mean, they're people are standing up to police brutality. They're standing up to, being under the government's thumb and just being suppressed. And that's, to me, that's what the song's about. It's with fire comes the absolution. It's like you're not going to start a fire without some repercussions. You know what I mean? And it's a good thing to me. I mean, obviously it's chaotic in some aspects, because people do stand up for what they believe in, but it just shows. I mean, with the power of everything, I mean, people aren't they're not standing for bullying no more. They're not standing for sexual abuse. They're not standing for physical abuse. They got a voice, and when people that don't have a voice, they have many that have voices behind them, and people understand their stories, and that's what that song's about.
You're
It's like,
right.
we will not be held down as a society, and it's kind of a grim reminder to the world that that people have a voice, and that is my voice.
Awesome, man. Very cool. Thank you for sharing that with me. So it looks like this tour is a fairly short run, and
Yeah.
I think that it looks like it ends on the 21st,
Mm-hmm.
which is just a few days shy of the 25th, which is the release date of the new album, correct?
Well, actually, the release date was originally set for March 24th, and it got pushed back to May 5th.
May 5th.
May 5th now. We sat down with the label sat down with us, and we just decided that they needed more time in order to properly push. They got some great plans in order, and I think at first, obviously, you want to get the record out, and you want to do stuff, but so of course when I first heard it, I'm like, what? But after hearing the game plan and stuff like that, it makes more sense. So I apologize to anybody that was planning on getting the record a week from now. I'll just have to wait another couple months for you. The tour is a short run. We just signed up with our agency, to our booking agency, and we kind of got this the very next day, which is cool. And I think it's a good tour. Like I said, with the difference in music, it's a great tour for us to get out and play in front of a crowd that may not come to expect a band like us. They come to see a different band, and it's good to get our feet wet. That, like I said, this is our third show on the run, and actually this is going to be our fourth show as a band. So it's good to take the time and get these little runs and stuff like that, get our feet wet, and just see how people take to it, and adjust what we need to adjust, and make sure that we can deliver every night.
Very cool. All right.
Crush, kill, smash skulls.
And last question, man. And I put this out here, and I've gotten so many different answers, man. So be open, be honest. When you're on tour, if there was one thing that you could have that you could only get at home, that you could have an unlimited supply of while you're on the road, what would that be?
I know.
As much as
We need.
of a dork it may make me seem, honestly, I would love to be able to trailer my bicycle, my mountain bike, and just go ride everywhere. You know,
I saw some videos you were posting.
It's fun. I love doing stuff like that. You know, going out riding, and that's my exercise. That's my cardio. And when I'm out here, you know, especially being out, you know, in West Virginia, now Maryland and stuff, and I just see all these great areas. I'm like, oh, I'd love to ride that. I'd love to ride that.
Yeah,
I'd love to hit that hill.
Here.
I'd love to hit that downhill. You know, and these guys are tired of hearing it. You know,
yeah. And you ride a motorcycle too, right?
No, I used to. I used to ride sport bikes. I rode for a while, and then I ended up wrecking my first bike. You know, luckily I made it out with just some internal shoulder injuries and stuff like that. And then I got another bike, and then life happens, and I needed a car, so the bike had to go to get a car. But my plan is I definitely plan to get another bike, in the future. I just I really love the MotoGP, the AMA. I love sport bikes. I love all that stuff, but I don't know. I've been really thinking about getting a bobber, just something to cruise with.
Right.
I always told myself I'd never be caught dead on a Harley I'm not riding a motorcycle to look good and go slow. I want to go fast, but you know what? I mean, I like those little ratted out bobbers. They're badass.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. It's funny how things can change. All right. Well, any last words?
Thank you guys for paying attention to the interview, for taking interest in the Bloodline, and we hope that you like what you hear when we release music and pick up the record on the 5th of May.
Well, thanks for sitting in with us, man, and I hope you come back this way for your next tour.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Have a good one.